on in the bottom right corner. All right, trying again, bit of a false start there, sorry. Welcome back everybody to another VEX IQ Challenge Skills Run event, hosted by the West Virginia Robotics Alliance. We have 12 teams today. Our first team out of Holmdel, New Jersey, it's Opportunity 2. Looks like they've got 2 teal risers there in the bottom right corner on the near side of the field. Now, going to add a stack. Just a few seconds left, 5 or so. 3, 2, 1, and that's the match. We'll calculate the score and be back with their next run in just a moment.
3, 2, 1, go.
And after 1 point in that first run, we are back for run number 2. It's a programming skills run, I believe.
Invention and innovation.
Use the wall to square their robot up after scoring that first teal riser. This skills event looks like they've completed the row. Now they're going to reset their robot. It's 1 point per riser, 3 points for a completed row of like colored risers. And then if they can stack risers of the same color, 3 high in a completed row, they get 30 points on top of that. Looks like they're done with this run. Should be, maybe not, a few seconds left. And that's time. Should be about 3 points, but our referees are, sorry.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back for the first driver skills run. I may have misspoke earlier. Both of their previous runs were programming skills. Starting on the near left corner with a stack of 3 teal risers. Right now that's 3 points, but if they can complete a row of teal risers, that will be worth 30 additional. They move their way down to the second goal. Very close. It looks like it just popped in, but our referees will have to verify after the match. Just about half of the time left. Looks like they are going to build this 2 stack and try and knock that off as well. Second attempt, the risers get up high enough to get on top. That is 2 stacks. Again, 6 points right now, could be 60 if they complete this row, and it looks like they're going to attempt to complete the row with a 3rd stack. Looks like our video is a little bit frozen here. Oop, there it's updated. As time expires, we'll confirm the score and be back momentarily.
2, 1, go.
And we are back for Team Opportunity's 3rd and final programming skills run, 102 points on their first driver skills run. Again, in their time block, each team gets up to 3 programming attempts and up to 3 driver attempts. We take the best run of each category and combine them for their overall skills score. So 102 driver, 6 programming so far, a total score of 108.
Okay.
Completed a row there. Looks like 6 so far, and still plenty of time left. We heard some pre-match discussion that they have a second part of this program that we haven't quite seen within the time limit yet. Looks like they are going to go for it though. We're going to try and add a stack here on the near right side of the field. 5 seconds to go. And they back away as time expires.
3, 2, 1, go.
38 points on that last programming skills run. That was their final programming skills run, so that's going to stay the same. They do have 2 more driver attempts to try and improve on their 102. Ooh, bit of a topple there. Again, only the high score count, so they have that solid 102 to fall back on, no matter what happens in this run or the next. Still over half of their time left. So they move over to the right center of the field, trying to add a teal stack on top, and they're going to try and use that stack to also knock the base riser into a scored position. The bottom riser has to be completely flat down inside of those blue lines to count. It looks like they've pulled that off here. Just over 10 seconds to go as they go to complete the row. Using that Omni wheel drive to slide sideways, pushing the base into scoring position. And as time expires, they get that one in as well.
Okay,
And it looks like they've got an
that
orange in the
Hold on.
center as they back.
2, 1, go.
And Team 51 360C Opportunity 2 begins their final skills run of the morning. Very quickly placing the first stack. Looks like they took a second to confirm the height of their arm before they started this match. And that seems to be working out well for them so far. 35 seconds. As they proceed to make stack number 2. The base riser gets capped there. Still plenty of time left as they move on to stack number 3. 20 seconds. After they place this one, I expect they'll back up and try and knock in that orange riser. They do. Still 10 seconds left. They're going to try and complete this orange row, I believe. That's a second. The third one is tricky, though, because they have to move across the center. And that is time. We'll confirm their score and be back with our next team. And we are on with our next team. This is Get Squared from Morgantown, West Virginia, starting with a driver's skills run. I took a couple of practice runs there first. Starting on the teal side of the field. A 1 stack on the right corner. Base riser in the center. They're going to add another stack to that left corner. And now they're going to switch drivers as they cross the field. Start working on the purple side. Quick transfer of the controller there. Like 70 points right now. Looking to add to it. Just about 10 seconds left. They've got 1 stack in the back left, a single in the center. Let's see if they can complete this row. They are going to go for the stack. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back momentarily with their next. Back with Team Get Squared's first programming skills run. In their second driver skills run, they scored 140 points. They seem happy with that for now. And so we are on to programming. We're running some slightly longer time blocks today, so our teams have a little bit more time to practice in between their runs. That's what we've been watching for the past few moments. But now, the real run. So far, 2 points with those 2 teal risers. They complete the row there, and I think what we'll see next is this part of their program will try and cap off that far teal goal with 2 more risers on top for 30 bonus points. Looks like they went near side first. Just a few seconds left here. That is time. We'll confirm the score and we'll be back in a few moments with and a very quick reset. We are back for the second programming skills run. 6 points in their first. We're going to take an early reset here after scoring that first teal riser, making sure everything is lined up as they leave for attempt number 2. Looks like they might have a turn off or something early there that's sliding them off of that stack of 2 risers. They're going to keep at it though. Just about 20 seconds left, it looks like. They're going to move on to the next portion of the program. Ooh, that center riser looks a little bit wide. They may run that path again to try and knock it into scored position if they have the time. Looks like the 3rd riser goes in though. They are taking the 2nd attempt. The time is expired. We'll confirm the score and be back. And Get Squared embarks on their 3rd and final programming skills run. Right now, 6 points is the score to beat. Looks like their turn was a little nicer there, but the claw just missed on that attempt. Take a reset and move on to the next part of their path. Second riser is in, so they can still finish this row. Might be a little wide, but they're going to take a reset and I think attempt to get a stack or 2. We've got just about 20 seconds left on this run. Looks like they are going to go for that far stack. Still time, they're going to reset and run that path again. And that is time. We'll confirm their score. We'll be back with our next draw.
2, 1, go.
And our next team up is 77760C, Team VEXCellent from James Rumsey Technical Institute in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Starting with a programming skills run. They quickly put in the first teal riser. The second one looks like it just slid off the side of their intake. They're going to reset here and relaunch from a different part of the field, it looks like. Still more than half of their time left. Plenty of time to score more points. Now on to the purple side of the field.
Oh, it's not.
Looks like they might be a little bit out of their planned sequence here. Still plenty of time to recover if they can get back on track. There it goes. They place that purple riser into the far right corner. 10 seconds to go. Can they make a third? Yes, looks like it. And just a few seconds left to see if they can complete this row. And that is the end of the run. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next.
3, 2, 1, go.
And Team VEXCellent is back for their first driver-controlled skills run. In their first programming run, they scored 3 points. Ooh, going for a stack early here on their driver control.
Nice.
They do place it and back away. To get those 30 points, though, they have to complete the row. Plenty of time to do that. And it looks like that second one is in. They back up and pop in orange as well. Very solid run. 32 seconds on the clock as they complete that row and add another orange. They're going to switch drivers at the 30-second mark. And now it looks like they're going for another teal stack here. They get lined up. It's in the air. And now they go to place. Things look to be lined up from here. 10 seconds. We'll see if they can back away. And they do. What a run. A few seconds left. They might be able to complete an orange row. Not quite, but a very good run. We'll confirm.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back for Team VEXCellent's second programming skills run. In that first driver skills run, they scored 72 points, which is just over a 50% improvement from their previous season high score. 45 seconds. Things look to be off to a better start here as they complete that teal row. Already improving on their first programming skills run as well. And their season high.
Dang it!
Half of their time left. Not as happy with the second half of this program, but still an opportunity to score more points.
We're probably gonna get like 3 points. 6. That's alright. Yeah, 6 points.
All right, looks like a 6-point run here. We'll confirm the score. And we'll be back with their next run in just a minute.
Don't touch it. The judges have Three, two, one, go.
We're back for driver skills attempt number 2. Trying to beat a 72. Again, that is their season high. As they think they can get a couple more points out of it. They had a few seconds left on the clock. 45 seconds in, they've completed their first stack. They also have 6 points in programming from that last run. But again, the potential for more. So I'm sure we'll see that third programming skills run come into play here as well. That's a completed row. 30 seconds, they switch drivers, and now their second driver is going to attempt to add that second stack that we saw from their first attempt. Plenty of time left, about 15 seconds. The middle one is placed. Ooh, that top one just topples off. 10 seconds to go.
Oh!
And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back in just a moment for their...
3, 2, 1, go.
And Team VEXCellent starts their third and final programming skills attempt, trying to beat a score of 6. Regardless of the outcome, they've improved their driver and programming skills scores by a large margin so far today. They complete a row and equal that 6 from earlier. Now they're moving to the purple side of the field to try and improve upon it. From what we saw earlier, I think this program can score up to 12 points. And that's a good start. Ooh, that second riser takes a bit of a roll off the side of their claw. 15 seconds. And that looks to be a 7. If this is the end of their run, we'll confirm that and be back with their next run in a few moments.
2, 1, go!
And Team VEXCellent kicks off their final run. This one is driver skills, looking to improve on a 72. Their second run was, I believe, a 42 off the top of my head. Wasn't their best run of the day, but it was still an improvement over their previous season high. So a very good event so far for Team VEXCellent.
Oh no.
They're a little bit stuck there, but they do get the robot free and move on down the path. 30 seconds to go. They switch drivers.
Go.
2 risers in those center goals. 1 purple, 1 orange, 1 teal. We're 11 weeks into the season, and I'm starting to forget my colors. Like that row might be complete. It's pretty close, though. Just a few seconds left. They do place that single riser. 3 seconds. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next team in just a moment.
3, 2, 1, go!
And we are back. Our next team up is the James Rumsey Technical Institute middle team. That's 77760A. They are starting with a driver skills run on the far side of the field. Working on that purple row, they have 2 base risers in place, going for a third. So that pops in as well. Still more than half of their time left. They're going to try and add a stack to this row. Plenty of time. They have a good grip on those 2 risers. Ooh, a little precarious there, but they do place it properly. Now back to the near side of the field. 15 seconds, plenty of time. They're going to try and add a second stack. Plenty of time. The risers are in the air. 3 seconds. Ooh, that one took a bit of a turn, but still a good score to work from. I think this is a C.
3, 2, 1, go!
39 points on their first driver skills run. That is a new season high for the middle team, going straight into a second driver skills run here. They were just a twist away from scoring 70. They look to be taking a similar path in this attempt. Placing the base risers first. Now getting the claw in position to lift up that stack of 2 purple in the back left. It's in the air. Flips into place, a very solid stack, and tons of time to add stack number 2.
You got this. I want the claw.
Ooh, very close there. That's why you get 3 attempts. We'll confirm the score and be back.
3, 2, 1, go!
And we are back. Another quick reset here. Straight into driver skills run number 3. 39 is the score to beat.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Bit
okay.
of a tumble there, but plenty of time on the clock. They're going to move on down that purple row. Second base riser slides into place, then they switch drivers to work on goal number 3. 25 seconds left, plenty of time. Gravity not their friend today, but plenty of time left. They are going to try and cap. Okay, they're going to add 1 more to that center. That's the run. Looks like 9. We'll confirm the score and be back with programming skills in a moment.
1, go.
And we are back. James Rumsey middle team's autonomous skills run. This is their first attempt. 39 is their driver skills score. We'll take their highest programming attempt and add it on to that 39 to get their total. Plenty of time left. We'll see if they take a reset or just let this run.
We're gonna reset it.
And they're going to end that run early. We'll confirm the score. Be back with their next run in a moment. They have 2 more programming skills attempts.
1, go.
We're back with autonomous skills attempt number 2. First riser looks like it's fallen back into place. Onto the middle here.
Okay.
That looks good as well. So far, they've tied their season high.
You can do that afterwards.
This looks very close. They seem excited or disappointed. I can't tell. Still plenty of time left on the clock, though. They may be ending this one early as well. And they are. We'll be back with the score and their final programming skills attempt in just a moment.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back for 1 more programming skills attempt.
Yeah.
2 points is their score to beat.
Really? Okay. See, there's a bump in the field. It somehow affects the other one.
Looks like things are just a little bit askew here. But regardless, both James Rumsey teams have improved on their previous season high scores today.
And we're just gonna...
They're going to end that one early. And that is...
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back from our lunch break with Team 34107D from St. Joseph in Huntington, West Virginia. This is Team Dellinger, the first of 4 St. Joe's teams we're going to see today. They're starting with a driver skills run on the right-hand side of the field, completing a row of teal very quickly. Still well over half of their time left. They move across to the purple side. Looks like they're not going to stop in the center to work on orange yet. Just about half their time left. They switch drivers. First purple goes into the near corner. second just hops out, but they've got plenty of time left. Ooh, that one takes a tumble. They're going to move on to the far corner now. Just a few seconds left on the clock.
3, 2, 1, 0, stop.
That's time. We'll confirm that score and be back momentarily with their...
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back with the second run for 34107D. This is another driver skills run, trying to improve on a 7 from run number 1. First teal riser goes in quickly. The second one needs a little more persuasion, but that looks to have dropped in. Now on to the near side to complete that row. That one goes in quickly as well. See if they can back away though.
Switch.
They switch drivers. Plenty of time left. All right, looks like they're going to move over to the purple, abandon that teal row. Hoping to score more points with the time they save. 2 purple risers go in quickly, just a few seconds left.
1, 0, stop.
And that is time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their
3, 2, 1, go.
We are back for the third and final official driver run of 34107D. They took some time in the middle of their block there to get in some practice runs, work out who would be driving in this final attempt. And so far, a very smooth start. They quickly complete that row of teal. Now they're going to cross over to the purple side of the field, still well over half of their time left. They switch drivers, and the first purple pops into place. Pa-pa-pa-pa. On to the second one. That one takes a tumble. It might be a bit jammed. We'll see if they can shake it off. They do, and it stays upright. Now it's a matter of getting it into a scored position. It might still be jammed on that claw. They shift their attention over to the orange rows, trying to salvage some points.
5, 4, 3,
A few seconds left.
1, back away.
And that is time. We'll confirm the score, and we'll be back with our next team. And we're back with our next team, the Alphabots from El Rancho Charter School in Anaheim Hills, California, starting with a driver skills run here. Quickly placing 3 teal risers in that front right goal. It looks like the base riser might be a little bit out of whack. They're going to move on down the side though. More than half of their time left. They place a second stack. Now it looks like they're going to move their way. No, they're going to switch drivers. And now they come back over to this first teal stack to try and realign it. The bottom of that stack has to be flat down, completely inside those blue pieces, and this time it is. Now they're going to, looks like they're going to change strategy. Instead of moving across the field to work on purple, they're going to attempt to use the final few seconds to make a third teal stack. That, however, is going to be the end of time. We'll take the score and be back with their next run in just a few. And we are back after a quick field reset for the second driver skills run by the Alphabots. They placed 70 points worth of risers in their first attempt. This one seems to be off to a smoother start. That first teal tower looks to be totally in scoring position. The second one just a little bit wide. They're going to come back and realign it. Ooh, very precarious, but it does stay scored. Half their time left. Now, because things are going well, they're going to move over to the purple side of the field. It's a little bit washed out, so I will do my best to fill you all in. Looks like the base riser is in on that right-hand side. 20 seconds left. Looks like they have one stack over there. They need to complete the row, though, to get credit for it. The middle riser goes in, and now they're going to attempt to make a fourth stack with 10 seconds left on the far left end. 5 seconds. They place the base. Still trying to get it aligned. They put the top on, and they back away as time expires. We'll confirm the score and be back momentarily with their next run. And the Alphabots kick off their third and final driver skills run. They placed 140 points in their second attempt, trying to improve on that now. Ooh, that riser just gets hung up in the claw. Looks like they are going to move on. They may take some time now to fill in that center stack before moving across the purple, but we'll see what they decide to do. Looks like they are just going to go right across. 30 seconds left. They take a second attempt at placing that purple in the first corner goal there. Getting happy with the base placement, 15 seconds. They push in the center purple goal, and now just a few seconds left. They're going to attempt another stack. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with programming skills runs in just a few moments. And we are back there. This time the timer starting properly. Again, we're on to programming skills runs. In 3 driver attempts, their top score was 140 points, looking to add to that now. Ooh, looks like that just barely slides off. 45 seconds left, so plenty of time to add more points to the tally. Two base risers in on the teal side of the field with half of their time remaining. Looks like the third base riser is just a little bit short. Looks like they're planning for a reset. And they bring that robot back to starting position. They're going to move on to the purple end of the field and try and add to this total. Another base riser in there on the purple end. Maybe a second. I can't quite see it. 3 seconds left. That one looks a little bit wide. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next attempt in a few moments. And we are on to programming skills attempt number 2. 5 points in their first run. Again, just a little bit wide with that double cap. 40 seconds left. That fallen riser may throw off the next section of their program. Unfortunately, it does. They do back up and score in that center orange goal. Things look a little hung up now. They're going to take a manual restart and move over to purple for the next sequence. Looks like they're waiting for the robot to move through to the proper point. Just about 15 seconds left. I think they have some motion activated by gyro, perhaps, that they're trying to activate manually. That's tricky. Just a few seconds left, unfortunately, to cost them at the end of that run. We'll be back for their final attempt in just a few minutes. We are on to the final run for the Alphabots. Ooh, this time the first stack just stays. The claw just lifted enough to let it pop over the side without pulling over the tower. The second teal riser is in. Looks like that orange was a little bit short. Just about 30 seconds to go. This base riser completes the row. Now they're going to attempt to add a second stack. It's in position. And again, the claw lifts up just enough. They take another swipe at that far side orange. It's just a little bit short. And now with about 12 seconds left, they start the purple side sequence. First riser is in. 3 seconds. And that's time. We'll confirm that score and be back with our next team momentarily.
1, go.
We are back with Team 34107C. This is our second team today out of 4 from St. Joseph Grade School in Huntington, West Virginia. They're starting with driver skills. Over on the left-hand side, that first purple riser pops into place.
45 seconds. You want me to do
The third in as well. I think they're happy with the placement of the second. I can't quite see that one though.
35 seconds.
Still more than half of their time left. Trying to pick up an orange or two as they cut across the field.
2, 1. You can switch.
And they switch drivers there at 25 seconds. Looks like they did place one orange in the very center. Now let's see if they go for teal or continue working on that orange row. Looks like orange. They might be a little hung up on that riser, but they do get free. Still some time left to add a few more to the score.
5,
Onto the teal. They've got one in there in the corner.
2, 1.
That's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run momentarily.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back with the second driver skills run here. 8 points in the first. Trying to improve on that score here. Looks like they have their first purple riser placed. Perhaps the second. And it looks to my untrained eye like they've completed a row of purple risers on the left side. Just over half of their time left. They drive over to the teal end and swap drivers. Now on to teal. Some careful placement there. We'll see if they can back away and leave that in place. They do.
2 seconds.
Another teal here.
5,
See an increase in their score.
3, 2, 1.
And they score that one as time expires. We'll confirm that score. Looks like a 12 to me.
2, 1, go.
And 34107C's third and final driver skills match is underway. 12 is the score to beat. Starting again on the purple end of the field. The first two placed quickly into position. That third one might be a little bit wide, but they're going to come back in and rearrange it with that little duck bill mechanism on the front. They also are going to go back and touch that first one again, now crossing over to the teal end.
It's 30 seconds.
5 seconds. There you go.
Halfway through their time, they're switching drivers now and working on teal. Happy with that placement for now. Second one drops into place. Plenty of time left. Looks like they've completed the row. Now they're going to try and improve their score by adding on some orange. That one looks to be in. Just a few seconds left. We'll see if they can add in another.
3, 2, 1, 0.
That's time. We'll confirm that score, and I believe they're choosing not.
2, 1, go.
And we're back with our third team from St. Joseph in Huntington, West Virginia. This team, 34107A, is taking the name of Garbage, according to the system. Starting with a driver's skills run on the purple side of the field.
45
Very
seconds.
precise movement here as they place the first purple stack. Take a few extra seconds there to fix the alignment on that purple
5 seconds to switch.
base riser.
3, 2, 1. You can switch.
These switch drivers here, just over 20 seconds left. They've completed the row for purple. Looks like they are going to go for a second stack here instead of switching over to the other side of the field.
13 seconds. 10,
Plenty of time left here as they go to place.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Release and back away. That looks like a 70 to me. Our referees will confirm the score and we'll be back momentarily.
3, 2, 1, go.
We are back for Team 34107A's second driver skills run. In their first run, a score of 70 points, looking to improve on that here, starting with a purple stack in that back left corner.
45 seconds.
They've placed the base, and now the cap is in the air. Looks like it's scored. Now they're going to slide over to that center goal. Push this one on sideways. They've got a little mechanism there on the side of their robot, it looks like, to help them corral that riser. Now on to the end of the row with just about 20 seconds left. Base riser's just a little bit wide, it looks like, but they're going to try and add a stack to it and hope to move it into position as the stack goes into place. A few seconds left.
1.
And And that is time. We'll take a close.
2, 1, go.
And due to an issue on our end, we are rerunning that last match. So 34-107A, one more time on the purple side of the field. Looks like this time they're going to add some stacks to the far end.
I hate that.
You might be able to push you in those stairs.
A little bit hung up on that other riser. They do use the risers in their possession to shift the base into its score position. Switch drivers now. Release the claw and back away. Looks like they're trying to fine-tune the placement of that center purple riser as they spin around. Their claw bumps it. Still in a scoreable position though. They drive forward. Now it looks to be
2,
1 orange. That's fine. We'll confirm that score and be back with our next team briefly.
3, 2, 1.
And our next team up is Team 2014K, the Shadow Musketeers from Sandpiper School in Redwood City, California. We're starting with a driver skills run on the teal side of the field. Looks like their first goal has 3 teal risers stacked in it. In the second goal, they're going to place the base riser using an omni wheel sliding drive and then look to add 2 more on top. Just about half of their time left as they complete that second stack. To get the credit for those stacks, they need to be in a completed row, and so they move over to the third goal in the line here. Ooh, bit of a scary moment there as they started to tip over the edge of the field, but they recover and place that third stack. Now backing up to the center of the field, trying to add a couple of more points with these purple risers. Just a couple of seconds left. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run momentarily.
3, 2, 1.
And we are back for driver skills attempt number 2 from the Shadow Musketeers. 103 points in their first attempt. And they quickly build that first teal stack on the far corner. Now moving to the center of the field. This time they're putting in purple risers as they go. 35 seconds left. Ooh, a couple of risers take a tumble there, so they're going to have to adapt their path. 25 seconds. Looks like they are going to try and place that stack in the center goal. To get the 30 points for each of those stacks, though, they'll have to find a way to get that teal riser risen up. Looks like they're just going to move on, use this as practice, and come back again for their third attempt. We'll confirm this score and be back with that attempt momentarily.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
And the Shadow Musketeers kick off their third and final driver skills run. Starting in that far teal corner once again. They have the pre-stacked risers in the air. It looks like they might be a little bit stuck on the other riser, though. Can't tell exactly what's happening here. Just about halfway through the time, and it looks like they have gotten free. Now moving on down the field, they're going to drive sideways here, try and complete those rows. Do what they can with the time remaining. Looks like the row is complete. They're going to try and slide one more stack on top here. And it looks like they're stuck a little bit again, the same manner they were on the other end. Just a few seconds left here. And that's time. We'll confirm that score, but it looks like 103 is going to be their high.
3, 2, 1.
And we are back with programming skills. This is the first attempt for the Shadow Musketeers. That first stack. I don't have a great view of the base, but it looks pretty good to me from here. Now onto the center. Looks like they're a little bit caught up on the sides of the goal.
Do you want to reset? Okay, I think that's all right. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Not what they hope, but they're letting this one run for diagnostic purposes, hoping to gain information, help them on future runs. Just a few seconds left now as they work on that center row. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and we'll be back with their next run in just a moment.
2, 1.
And our second programming skills attempt is underway. Again, the first stack goes up quickly. This time, that second riser gets hooked by the claw. The base goes into place. And now they've created a stack of teal here. It might be a little bit wide. Ooh, no, I didn't get a good angle on it. They have made that second stack and still plenty of time left as they move on to the near left corner to try and make stack number 3. Slide sideways to place the base. Ooh, and that top stack just slides off. Still looks to be a very solid score here as they move along to clean up that center row.
Okay, that's good, guys. That's
And
good,
that
guys.
is their run. We'll confirm the score and be back with their third attempt in just a few moments.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on to 2014K's third and final programming skills score of the day. In their last round, they scored 71 points. That's our highest programming skills score so far. But they had the potential to get another stack of 3 that would increase their score by another 32. So we'll see how that attempt goes. Ooh, just a little unlucky there as that top riser slides off. Moving on down the line. Just about 20 seconds left. That stack looks to be on. Now, just cleaning up the center row. By my unofficial count, that looks like a 72, but our referees will confirm, and we'll be back momentarily with the next team.
3, 2, 1.
And our next team up is 99808A, the NOVA IQ Pugineers from San Diego. Got just 3 teams left as they start their programming skills run. Starting on the purple side of the field, our referee will have to double check, but it looks like they are close on all of those base risers. They're going for a reset with just about half of their time left, trying to
25 seconds.
navigate the additional challenges of the camera and timer changes we had to make here, but handling it well. 20 seconds left. They move over to the teal side to make a stack. Things unfortunately bounce out. Just about 10 seconds left in this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back
2, 1.
And we're back for the Pugineers' second programming skills run. Just 1 point in that first attempt as things went a little bit awry. That's why you get 3 attempts, though. And this one looks to be off to a solid start with 45 seconds remaining. Looks like their first 2 base risers are in position, make it 3. Now things go a little bit off as they back into the orange, but they're coming back to reset. Looking to add some stacks, I believe, on this purple side of the field. Those 2 risers just slide out. They're going to pull that back and move over to the teal side, try and add a few more points.
15.
With about 12 seconds left.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And as time expires, they add one more stack to that far right side. But
3, 2, 1. So, I'm
And
sorry, the audio is a little loud.
And we are back for the third and final programming skills run from the Pugineers. If you watch the background and surroundings carefully, you may be lucky enough to see their mascot working on this purple row. Looks like the middle one just was a little bit wide. They're going to bring this one back and
35 seconds.
yep, looks like they are going to go for the stack on this side. Even without the completed row, the extra 2 points will help their current high score of 5. This time, ooh, the risers slide off again, but still time to add a couple more points over on the teal side of the field. Just about 10 seconds left.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And as time expires, they score that stack. We'll confirm the score and be back with
3, 2, 1.
And we are on to driver skills here for the Pugineers. 5 points is their programming high score, but their highest driver skills score of the season is a 205. So this is where we can see a lot of scoring happen. They're off to a great start so far. Just about 20 seconds in. And they are placing that second stack on teal. Ooh, it takes a bit of a tumble. That's why you get 3 runs, though. Still half of their time left, and still adding that second stack. There's the foreground now, just about 20 seconds left as they move to the purple side of the field. Another attempt at a middle stack here. 10 seconds to go. This one slides off as well. Place the center riser and then shake the other free. 5 seconds left. You've seen them score this quickly in the past. That's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their second run in a moment.
2, 1.
And we are underway with the second driver skills match, this time starting over on the teal side. Takes a little bit of correcting, but they do get that first stack into place. Now building a stack of their own in the center. It's in the air, and it is scored right there. Just over half of their time left. Onto the near corner, looks to be another completed stack. So that is about 100 points right there. And change, 20 points to go, see if they can add 20 seconds to go to see if they can add some points. Just over 10 seconds left. Stack number 2 is in the air for the purple side. It takes a bit of a shake. See if they can complete the row with a base riser. We'll be back with their next run and a score.
Okay, starting match in 3, 2, 1.
And we're back with the final run for the Pugineers. 108 points in their last run. That last purple base riser was just a millimeter out of scored position. This run, however, off to a solid start, as we've seen before. More than half of the time left, and a little orange goal there in the center. A little wobbly, but that purple tower stays standing. 15 seconds. Plenty of time left as the second purple tower stays standing. And as time expires, they back away. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next team in just
2, 1, go.
And we are back with the Flyers. We have just 2 teams left, both from West Virginia. First from Flynn Elementary School in Charleston. The Flyers with a programming skills run. They build a teal tower in that far right corner. And now line up the next path in their program. In the last run of the last team, we saw the Pugineers. They scored 205 driver-controlled points, tying their season high. And now the Flyers move on down the right-hand side of the field. They have another teal base riser in place. They're going to go for a reset here. Lining up this final outing carefully. I think it's their final outing. I'm making an assumption there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the Flyers kick off their second programming skills run. Again, starting with a stack on the teal side. The base riser gets placed. The cap is in the air. A little wobbly, but it does stay scored. Now on to the center of the field. They realign. Ensure they're positioned properly. And now they're off. Center base riser appears to be scored, and now onto this far stack. This is what gave them a little trouble last time. They're going to take a reset here, run that path again. So because those risers were in control of the robot during the reset, they get removed from play.
2, 1.
That is time. We'll take this score and be back again with the next run.
3, 2, 1, go.
And after a little practice, we're back with the Flyers' final programming skills run. Unfortunately, that stack not quite where they want it to be. So we take a reset here to move on to the next portion of the program. Just over half of their time left. And on to this near side stack. This time they grab onto it, sliding sideways. Just a few seconds left. See what they choose to do with it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's the run. Our referees will confirm the score, and then we'll be back.
2, 1, go.
And we're back with driver skills runs. Some very slick driving there as the robot turned and translated at the same time, taking good advantage of that omni-wheel drivetrain. The first stack is in position. They overshot with the second base riser, but they've got a mechanism under there. It looks like let them pick it up and pull it back. That's pretty fancy. Now on to the end of the row. Let's see if they can force some of the wreckage out of the way there to complete the row. 25 seconds, they swap drivers. And that row looks to be complete. Now they move across the field through the orange risers to the purple end. Just about 10 seconds left as they try to add a few more risers to their total.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's the run. We'll be back with 2 more driver skills runs. And
2, 1, go.
the Flyers are back with their second driver skills run. 39 points in the first. Looking to add to that tally. The first stack goes up quickly. The base riser in the middle goal looks to be in place as well. And now pivoting over to the end of the teal row. This time the second stack goes into the goal. Just about half of their time left, making a little chaos there in the orange section of the field. And now they hand off the driver controls for the purple end of the field, trying to get that hook to drop around the top of that riser. Looks like it was just a little bit misaligned, so they're going to shift their focus, try and complete the row with a stack at the end of it. Plenty of time left for that to happen.
3, 2, 1.
That's time. We'll confirm the score and be back momentarily with their
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back for the Flyers' final run of the day. This time the hook drops into the first stack. They place it. Ooh, it takes a bit of a tumble. Middle riser there. Placed into position and now on the far end of the field. The hook's in. Now they have one stack capped off. On the purple side of the field, with a driver swap, just over 20 seconds left. This time the hook goes into that stack. Got a little bit hung up on a previous attempt, but this one looks good. That stack is in the air, 10 seconds to go. Purple riser in the center.
5.
And a purple riser on the end. They double tap that one to get it in. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off with our final team, starting with a programming skills run. This is 34107F, St. Joseph, Darth, Vexers from Huntington, West Virginia. Our 4th team from St. Joe's, our 8th from West Virginia, and our 12th today. They placed the first base riser in that far purple corner. Add 2 more on top. Now they're going to reset. They waited for an audio cue there from the robot. Clever use of the VEXIQ sounds. Now moving on down the line, it looks like that purple riser drops into place, and now the far side of the field, they're going to pick up the pre-made stack first. Use a little S curve there to pop an orange into place and to position themselves for the purple, and then cap it off and back away. They've got a few seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're just going to end it there, though. We'll confirm the score and be back in just a moment with their next run.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the Darth Vexers are back for a driver skills run. 5 points on the programming skills. They were just millimeters away from getting over 70, though. Driver skills run off to a solid start as they construct a stack on the far side. They try to back up into that purple riser to pop it into place, but it doesn't quite go over the edge. This time taking more traditional approach, and this one's successful.
30 seconds.
Just about half of their time left as they look to add a second stack. And it looks to be scored now across the field to the teal side. Sitting on 70 so far. Another stack. See if they go for the completed row or if they end up having time for the other stack. Looks like they're losing a few seconds here.
2, 1.
And that's time. A very good run. We'll be back for their next one. And the Darth Vexers kick off their second programming skills run. 6 points on their first one, 74 on their first driver for a total of 80. But both of those runs were very, very close to being worth many more points. So hopefully they'll come together on the next couple of attempts. This one appears to be a solid start. We'll have to look closely at those base risers later on. Second riser looks to be in. And now on to the end of the row. Ooh, things get a little bit hung up there. That's going to throw them off. They may have completed that row anyway. I think they're going to call that one there. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next driver run momentarily.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back with another driver skills run for the Darth Vexers. They're 5 in programming. get that base riser into position. They place the cap on it. Now they're going to try and use the friction from that to pull it back. We're just going to move on down the field now. This stack gets scored. And now crossing over to the teal side, trying to add to this run. Looks like they have a similar situation on this.
4, 3,
They do get this one aligned.
1, 0.
And that's time to confirm the score and be back with their next pair of.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
And after some rapid program development, the Darth Vexers final programming skills run is underway. They've been millimeters away from 70 points, and hopefully these changes will help them secure that score. That seems like a positive response. They back away from the stack and reset to move on to the later portion of the path. Ooh, sounds like that one was just a little bit wide.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right. They may be able to push in a couple more base risers here, but not the result that they hoped for. Well, we'll be back momentarily with the score and the final driver controls in just a moment. And our final run of the day is underway. Darth Vexers starting off in that purple corner, trying to use the friction from those upper risers to pull the base into position. They're going to wiggle around to the side of it, pull it forward. Looks like that one is just in there. It pops into place. Plenty of time left on the clock. Middle riser is in, now to the near side, trying to add a second stack to the row. This one looks to be in place as well. Still plenty of time left, just about 20 seconds. They move to the teal side of the field to try and add more.
Keep going. 5.
They build a stack of their own there in the center, but then the top takes a tumble. And that's time. We'll confirm the score, deliberate with our judges, and be back